So this morning, I woke up with a chip on my shoulder. I've been struggling about this content thing and where to make my content, where to make it make sense at. And it's crazy. I feel like the thing that's biggest for me is the stuff I wish I would have known at my age. So I'm talking to males, man. I'm trying to think when I really kind of knew things was getting serious. So I'm gonna say ages 13 to 35 where I'm at now. Let me tell you something. The knowledge that we don't know is really what's out here hurting us. I'm for real. The knowledge we don't know, it's really out here hurting us. And I'm just gonna go to the point of how I grew up. Look, what I need you to do, if you're a young male right now, and don't get me wrong, I want you to still enjoy your life. I need you to take it more serious. Look, I need you to take it more serious. I feel you. You want to hang with your friends. That's cool. Give them a time limit. You want to see the girls. I understand. Been there, done that. Give it a time limit. After that, I need you to work on yourself. Don't get me wrong. I know in this age, this era, it's certain things that's popping off that wasn't popping off, like when I was your age, right? And I'm talking to the 13, 15-year-old. It's certain things that's popping off that wasn't popping off when I was your age. You feel like the streaming thing. This streaming thing has went crazy. Guys making millions from streaming. So I understand that. But if you have something like that and you're working it, I want you to work it. I want you to work it hard. I want you to figure out everything about it. If you're out here playing sports, play sports. Let me tell you something. Do not limit yourself. Do not put yourself in a box. I do not want you in a box when it comes to this stuff. Do you hear me? Look, go out there, play the football, play the basketball, and if that ain't really your goal, do it for exercise. Don't be out there yelling, jumping in nobody's face because you got a foul. I said, man, look, I came here to hoop with y'all. All this is for me is exercise. I ain't on nothing else out here. You ain't got to go to your book bag. You ain't got to go to your car about nothing, bro. Like, if you felt that was a foul and it was that bad, my bad, bro. I'm done. But I'm out. Like, you ain't finna take my life over no basketball game. You ain't finna take my life over no football game. We ain't finna be out here joking, playing, like, what I'm saying, just doing exercise. And you're going to the next level with it. My brothers, if you on the streets, I'm talking to the street dudes. If you on the streets, you constantly looking over your shoulders. You got the ops. You got whatever. Whatever phrases y'all using, man. Listen to me. At any point in time, you can change it, but you have to want to change it. No, bro. See, bro. You don't even know what you're talking about. Listen to me. At any point in time that you want to change it, you can change it. Bro, I'm tired of police pulling up on me. Okay, you tired of police pulling up on you? Go grab you a law book from somewhere and start studying it. I dare you to go grab a law book and start studying a page. Start studying a chapter every single day at your age right now on the streets. Because I promise you, all y'all, look, some of y'all set the way y'all set. But if we can bring y'all back and get y'all together, cool. Look, and I'm gonna use a very broad spectrum of stuff. I understand you at a certain level of life. I understand you was dealt a certain hand, but I promise you, especially living here, you can change it. You can change it. I promise you. This gonna sound like the most uncoolest thing ever. I promise you. But look, I want you. I, if you go in the business aisle, if you go in the health aisle, if you um law, like military, like law enforcement, I want you to go. I don't care what store is in your neighborhood. I don't care if you go to the Barnes and Nobles. I don't care if you go to the library. I don't care if you go to the mom and pop books, the bookstore in your neighborhood. I want you to grab a book. Grab a book. When you grab a book from any of these sections, I want you to study it. I really want you to study it. I want you to study it until it bothers you. I want you to study it until it makes you ask questions. I want you to study it until it makes you want to go find out who you can ask about these questions that you have. Everything can be changed, and you can be changed. I promise you, everything can be changed. You don't have to live the way you living. You don't have to stay the way you stand. It's all up here. 35. I'm learning it. 35. Wish I would have known it sooner. It's mentality. It's how you think about it. I'm like, well, I'm at where I'm at. I might as well do what I see everybody else doing. No, I'm gonna do something different. Or even if I gotta stay in the house and do it, I'm gonna do something different. I promise you. And you can change it at any time you're ready. But you gotta want to change it. You gotta want to change yourself. Bro, I'm addicted to the streets. I grew up in the streets. Okay. And guess what? It's people who know exactly what they want from people who are addicted to the streets, who grew up in the streets. What? That's easy. That's easy. We got jails we still building, and we got graves we still digging. Do you hear me? It's jails they're still building and graves they still digging. And you not gonna change? You don't want to change? Come on now. Come on now. Eventually, it has to change. You can change it. But you gotta pick up a book. And then you gotta change your mindset. And I get it. Where you probably at right now? Bro, it's you don't understand. It's gunshots every night. It's a body bag getting zipped up every night around my corner, in front of my house. What are you talking about? Listen to me. I know. I know it's scary. I know it's scary. I ain't grew up in the hood, deep in the hood. But I tell you what, I was close enough to it. I was close enough to it. My peoples, my friend, I seen them. The ones I went to high school with, we was kicking it, laughing and cool. I was one of the people. I was just kind of cool with everybody. I was cool with everybody. I was cool with the ones who had the 4.0, and I was cool with the dudes who never came to school, who was in the streets. I was cool with them all. When we weren't best friends, I was cool with them all. I was able to talk to them all. I was able to dap it up with them all. And see, I was so naive. At one point, I'll be with the guys at the school, and I'll be shaking up. And I remember my teacher, Mr. Ball, tall guy, science teacher. I remember Mr. Ball. He said, "Come here. Do you know what that's about?" Nah. I I was just doing it because, guys do it. So he said, "That's gang related." Oh, you in a gang? No, I ain't in no gang. You want to be a part of a gang? No, I don't want to be a part of no gang. I'm cool. I'm, I'm me. Okay, you should stop doing it. Because the longer you keep doing it, they gonna think you with something. And then when they approach you, you have to figure that out. So the handshakes went from all this to just, and then even when somebody did that finger, no, yeah, they would, nah. And back then, when I was going to high school, '08, '09, when you made it like this, you was good. Now you still had some people, like this, whatever. But we cool because it, I'm changing it. I'm not with that. I'm not about that life. It seemed cool. You seem like you get a lot of ladies, whatever, whatever. But I tell you what, that costs too high at the end of the day. Because guess what? When we go home at night, we home over the weekend, and I turn that television on, and let's say if I happen to look at the news, local young man, 15, football star, shot dead in the streets. I'm like, damn, whoa, whoa, shot dead in the streets, shot at the park, called it wrong car. Oh no, bro, you want to come kick it with us? What y'all doing? Oh, we just riding around. Nah. I remember one time I took a ride with one of my friends and a couple guys from the football team. Cool people. We was driving, going whatever. Driving so fast. I'm in the front seat, you know, you driving. Whoa. I said, oh. Now, mind you, I don't know why I ain't put a seatbelt on when I was in the car. Nobody else had a seatbelt on. I ain't put one on. That's whatever. Speed, whipping past cars. I'm like, oh, okay. We got to where we was going. It was like, bro, you coming back with us? Nah, I walk. I'm good. You sure, bro? We kind of came a far way. That's good. Man, look, I'm straight. Guess what? Yeah, we done drove to the mall, but I promise you, I got some bus money. I'll jump on that bus. But bro, what you did with that car, you never do it with me. You'll never do it with me again in the car. I promise you that. I knew something was up. I said, we ain't nobody wearing no seatbelts. You drive it like this, you don't care about our life. We all die, but you good. It's a problem. So no, change. Change. I don't care what it takes. Change it. There's areas that we need to be in as we get older. We need to be doctors. We need to be lawyers. We need to be in the law enforcement sector. We need to be more in the military. We need to see more of us all up in there. You know why? because it's stuff they're not telling us. See, everybody think I have to watch the news, and the news will tell me everything I need to know. Everything. The news doesn't lie. The news will tell me everything I need to know. And then you get older. You said the news. You know, the news companies are owned by a certain type of people, right? Certain people own the news stations. So you know what they want you to know. That's why when you have journalists who everybody telling you the same exact thing, they have that one person, they be like, yeah, no, something ain't right. Mm-mm. Something ain't right. Now they think we not listening to this one person who's saying, no, this ain't right. You don't do this to people. We're Americans. You don't do this to us. And then everybody attack. They're going off. They're in the pit. What are they talking about? The story is A, B, and C, and they're talking about D and E. Yeah, because it's a problem. It's a problem. See, it's crazy how, and I promise you, back in the beginning, I'm not. I don't want to say back in the beginning. Back a couple years ago, when I was probably like mid-20s, I feel like it was always news about us. Always. It was always news about us. Always something going on. Which most like, you know what? It probably is something always going on. But we never went in them other neighborhoods and found out something that was going on too. Oh yeah. They be having something going on. Oh, the black kids are just out here and they're just smoking, and they're getting their hands on the weed. But they weren't telling us, they kids over there, they getting up with the with the other stuff. I said, oh, y'all keep talking about us, but the kids over here, no disrespect, Tommy Bill and whatever, they got cocaine over here. Like what you on our backs for? Well, y'all more y'all just ignorant about it. So I'm 16 and I'm smoking. I'm ignorant about it. But cocaine get you locked up for even longer. They doing it over here in this neighborhood, but you ain't bothering them. What's going on? Huh? It's a problem. How we still ain't got no cure for cancer, AIDS, but we had a pandemic, and they was like, we got a vaccine. What? You tell me you probably had what, a year, 2 years prior knowledge that something big is coming. It got real big. And suddenly we have a vaccine. Then we have a vaccine. It's a working vaccine. But then, like I said, you gotta really pay attention to the stories. Because eventually down the road, they was like, well, the vaccine really wasn't gonna work anyways. Huh? I read a news article. I read a news article saying like they don't know why they had us wearing masks. The mask it wasn't gonna stop it anyways. Y'all was telling us we couldn't go into the grocery store. We couldn't go into the grocery store if we didn't have a mask on. We couldn't walk into the doctor's office if we didn't have a mask on. What you mean? What you mean they was never gonna do nothing in the first place? See, but when those stories come out, they push those stories aside fast. They give us all this other stuff, all this entertainment. So we stop thinking about the other stuff. No, it's a problem. It's stuff we don't know. It's stuff people like us need to be in certain areas because it's stuff we don't know because they ain't telling us everything. I guarantee you, I guarantee you, and think about it. There are certain places where there are conversations being had, where there are people sitting at tables. I ain't putting colors on nothing. I'm talking about people in general. That's not like us. And they said, man, if these black people knew this, they will rise up against us. If they knew this, they would change the way they think. If they knew this, they would change what they do. And this is powerful. This is powerful. That's what I'm saying. Like, we need to get in the right positions. Young man, I want you to get into the right positions in life. Look, the gaming, I get it. This stuff is cool, but it gotta have a limit to it. He said, bro, why you coming at me so early in life? Like, you was out here. Yes, I was out here and I was fooling around and I was playing and I wasn't taking it serious. I'm taking it serious. I wish somebody would have told me. Like, hey, yo, I see you hanging with your friends. You talking to the women, but what you reading right now? Then what you reading? You know, whatever. I'm serious. What are you reading? Okay, read this. Okay, read that. And whatever you do, you need to pick your Bible. Here he go. He pushing God down our throats. Let me tell you something. The older you get, the more you're gonna realize you need Jesus. I do not care. I know y'all finna turn the video off. Let me tell you something. You can do as much therapy as you want to. You can read all the books you want to. But if you're gonna walk through this life and think you're not gonna talk to God, you're not gonna say a prayer, Lord help me. I can't figure it out. And that's the simple thing about it. That's the beautiful thing about them. Lord help me. You don't gotta do what you see. It takes a minute. It takes a minute to get to a prayer warrior status. It take a while for that. Don't worry about that. Just go just as you are with all that you know, with all the language that you know. Just go. God, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm trying, and I'm trying, and that's it. You think God gonna respond to that? Oh, I promise you He will. I promise you He will. I promise you He loves you. I promise you He passionate about you. And let me tell you something. I don't care what no other people are saying. I don't care what no black doctors are saying. No, all these people. I don't care. When you go to God, and I say Jesus, I'm gonna say Jesus Christ. When you go to Jesus and you get in his face, I need your help. Don't you make nobody think that's the white man's religion. Oh, that's the white man's religion. See, now we giving it to somebody else. So let me ask you something. If it's the white man's religion, and then you go through it and you read it, and you say, wait a minute, God promised all this stuff? You say a God who created heaven and earth and everything in it? He promised them all this stuff? And they say, yeah, that's the white man's religion. Nah. Mm, no, no. God didn't create this so he could promise it to one race of people, and that's it. And then we just pass by it. Like, it don't mean nothing to us. No, it don't work like that. And here's the beautiful thing about when you get in the Bible and when you start reading books, and I mean them real books, not the Harry Potter and all that stuff. I'm talking about books that's life changing. You start piecing stuff together. You'll see quotes by people saying inspiring stuff, amazing stuff, and you'll be like, huh, man, that's deep. And you go to the Bible, and guess what? It was in the Bible. So let me ask you a question. If the person you reading the book from, or listen to the audio book, if they talking about stuff that pertains to the Bible and they wealthy, it gotta be something to this Bible thing, man. It gotta be something in there about talking to Jesus. It gotta be something about it. It's gotta be something in there about changing your life. It gotta be something in there about following the commandments. It gotta be something in there about sowing and reaping. Whatever I put out, it comes back. It gotta be something to it. Right? It gotta be. It gotta be something to it. Whatever it is in your life, if you don't like it, change it. But it's hard. It's hard. Change it. We in America. Change it. The more knowledge you got, the more power you got. Apply it. Don't sit on it. Apply it. When you learn it, go teach it to somebody. That's how you retain it. I keep thinking, what's wrong with me? When I read this stuff, I don't get it. I don't, because you ain't telling nobody about it. You feel like you keep forgetting it? You feel like you got to keep reading it over and over and over again? Go apply it. Go write it down for yourself. Write out whatever stuck down to you. But reading is hard. If you can troubleshoot a Nintendo Switch, a PS5, a fix your phone without going on YouTube, just because you might have the foresight of how to do it, the knowledge of how to do it, you can change anything. I promise you. It ain't as difficult as it seems. You can change anything in your life you want to, but you have to want to change it. That was a terrible sentence, but you got to want to change it. When you tell yourself, I refuse to stay in the same situation I'm in now, listen to me. When you tell yourself, I refuse to stay in the same situation I'm in now. I will change this at all costs. It happens for you. And when I say all costs, it got to be on the straight and narrow. You can't be out here, remember, the sowing and the reaping. You can't be out here trying to scheme people, plot people, get it off of. No, 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 no. You got to go get your own thing. You got to make your own thing happen for yourself. You have to. You have to. Listen to me. You are as powerful as you think you are. Don't worry about this. This ain't no, these ain't tears. It's dry eye, whatever. You are as powerful as you think you are. The moment you see yourself as more than you can even imagine, it starts to change. I got this little apartment I'm in. I'm so thankful. I didn't get this apartment till guess how old I was? 35. I'm so thankful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Just for this little bit. I'm grateful. But guess what? Guess what I've been seeing all my life? I've been seeing the house, the big house, big beautiful home. Can't explain why I would even want something that big. Just big beautiful home. Got my mom there, my kid, a couple dogs running around. And then guess what else I see for myself? I see a wife. Can't see the face, can't see who she is. She there. So at the end of the day, what that make you think? It said, well, I see where I am now, but I already got this vision of where I'm gonna be. Not where you wanna be. I said where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be in this position one day. But you gotta put all the work in, all the effort in. You gotta put it in now. You have to bust your butt now. I want to say, especially if you 15, you 15, you about to be 18 soon. I know you're like, well, that's simple math, bro. I'm like, yeah, simple math. You 15, you got to get on it. You got to get on it. I promise you, what you do not know will hurt you. And if it don't hurt you soon, it's going to hurt you later. Do you hear me? Listen to me. These for my boys and my girls. What you don't know now, you better get to learning it. I don't care about that. That stuff don't bother me. Whatever. Oh, it's gonna bother you. Learn credit. Huh? Yeah. Learn credit. Learn the credit game. Learn the credit game. Learn the credit game right now. Bro, what you want me to do? Okay. Here what I want you to do. I want you to go on YouTube. I want you to start at the end of July. I'll give you that. Start at the end of July. Go on YouTube every day. Learn everything about credit. Every day from end of July 30th, 2025, as you see this video, go learn everything about credit. Go learn. As you start learning it, it will make you want to pick up a book. When you get to the book stage, excuse me, When you get to the book stage, guess what you're gonna do next? You're like, well, hmm, how can I hear more about this? You're gonna find you finance podcasts about credit. Start looking at credit gurus. Find anybody, everybody talking about credit. Okay. All right. That's your mission. I'm coming for the next person. You know what I want you to start doing? I want you to learn everything about AI. We using it too simple. I promise you. I promise you, there are people top tier using AI at a whole different level. It would scare you, probably know the levels they're using it at. I want you to learn AI. How I learn it? Well, let's start. What we got? We got so much information in front of us. It's what we do with it. The information is here. We already got it. It's what we do with it. Go on YouTube. Start uh, teach me about AI. I dare you. Watch every video you see. Watch every. I don't care. Get their views up. I don't care. Get their views up. They got 100 million views. They got. Watch everything. You hear something, write it down. That's sticking out. Now, when you watching these videos, you reading these books, the thing that keeps getting repeated, write that down. It's a reason. That's where it is. That's where the money is. And let me tell you something. It's about financial wealth, but it ain't even about that. I can make a whole nother video on this. But when I tell you wealth, real wealth, is bigger than money. It's having your time, having your mind sharp, having your freedom to do what you need to do, spend it with your